Morak. How are you?
Hi Lenka, how are you? Good,
I'm
thank
fine,
you.
thank you. So, I would like to have a little interview with this lovely lady, Morak. I have known Morak
Thank
for about
you.
5 years, right? 5 years, and I've been
Mm-hmm.
coming to your special treatment for every year, and I find really, really
Yep,
very helpful. And I like to
yep.
share this with other people because they might not know what it is, and or they
Mm-hmm.
might hear things like, "Oh, it's just not good for me," or it might be painful.
Uh-huh.
I heard that before when I
Mhm.
share this to others, to
Okay.
some of my clients. So I would
Mm-hmm.
like you to introduce yourself, say a few words about yourself,
Mm-hmm.
what you do, and explain that it's it's not painful at all what you do, and I actually
No,
enjoy it.
no, no.
I enjoy it. It's like a
Yeah,
very good
yeah, yeah. A
thing,
lot of people do. A
and
lot
you
of
are,
people do.
yeah, and you've got a therapist like you. It's just much easier, and we always have a nice chat,
Yeah,
and you just make the
yeah,
experience very, very pleasure, like a pleasure. So
yeah,
here it is.
yeah.
Please tell us something about yourself.
Okay. Okay, so my name's Morag and I've been doing colonics now for 11 years. And I've done thousands of colonics, and I'm just trying to encourage people to come for colonics and not be afraid. People are afraid. So many people say when they come and see me that they've been thinking about it for years, and I'm like, oh my God, don't think about this for years. Come and get it done. It's such an important organ of our body.
Yeah,
Everything's about
yeah,
what we eat, and we've got to eat this and this diet, that diet.
yeah.
And really, it's not just about what we eat, it's about how we absorb our food and
Exactly.
how we eliminate. If you eat all the greatest food but you don't eliminate, you're toxic. You're holding that stool waste in your body, and you're not eliminating it. And so many people now are just not going to the toilet every day. You should be going once, twice, 3 times a day.
Yeah.
And people come to see me and they're going, once a week. That's quite normal.
Oh,
And they feel that they've not been going to the toilet for so long that that's just normal for them. And I say to them, that's just not normal. How can if you put on a table all the food that you've had
mm,
in a week, and you've just gone to the toilet and done one tiny little poo
yeah,
in a week, how can that
yeah,
intuitively be right?
yeah.
And I just want to encourage people to come. And I think most people are afraid of the tube, the bottom. I don't know, they think maybe that their bottom's going to be on show, and it's not. It's discreet, it's really quick, and then the rest of the treatment, they're completely covered up. But to put all that water, 20-30 litres of water into a bowel, and hydrate you, we don't drink enough water, do we? So it's about hydration, it's about educating people, it's about encouraging the peristalsis of the bowel, which is the contraction of the bowel to keep pushing the waste through the bowel and out. That becomes weak in people. If you don't go to the toilet all the time, your bowel muscle just gets lazy. A lot of people that come and see me say, I don't get a feeling to go to the toilet. They
Mm,
don't wake up in the morning and get that contraction and go to the
mm,
toilet, a few seconds on the toilet, have a poo, off you go. People are sitting on the toilet for ages, straining,
yeah,
then you get
yeah,
the piles, the hemorrhoids, and it's a big problem. It's a big problem. And unfortunately, colonics is usually the last port of call for
yeah,
people, because they're afraid. They'd much rather go to the doctors, get laxatives, not really change
mm,
what they're eating. Some
yeah.
people don't know what to eat. They don't know that gluten and a lot of processed foods is lack of fiber.
Oh, yeah.
It's a whole sort of educational process.
Mm.
um but yeah, I love it. I love seeing people and I love helping people, and You know, you're only as good, you're only as healthy as your poo. How often your poo comes out of you. And that's it. That's so true, isn't it? You know that. And the healthier people are, the more that you eliminate.
Yeah,
You know, when you don't eat, you know, you don't eat the right food, you don't drink enough water, you don't go to the toilet, full
yeah,
stop. And
yeah.
sometimes when people come for colonic, they think that everything's just going to move away
Mm,
nicely, and
mm,
that's it. And it, you know, it doesn't happen like that.
yeah,
It takes time to get better and learn about your digestive system and
that's
the
right.
enzymes and saliva and how to chew your food, and it's a whole process.
Yeah.
And I think nowadays we're just, everything's fast, isn't it? We eat as we're driving along in the car. We you know, we don't sit down and digest and rest. We just, everything's a million miles an hour. So hopefully, you know, one thing out of the lockdown, maybe that people have slowed down and, you know, sit down and eat a meal, enjoy, be mindful of what you're eating.
Mm, yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I tell my clients all the time, it's the fiber, the stress, and not enough water that really it
yeah,
affects big time. So
yeah,
certainly.
yeah,
So and then I mean, I come to you as every time I do my fasting, and it's really good to do more not that I have to, but I
yeah,
eat healthy and stuff, but it's more like how you call it, like when you do it on a yearly basis, it's more like maintaining for
yeah,
maintenance, isn't it? So
yeah.
but
It's
yeah,
like a
so
maintenance, isn't
yes,
it?
yes, yes, but obviously you probably see
Yeah,
people
I say to my clients, yeah,
they come on they come because they nothing else helps, and that just comes to you as a last resort. But yeah, it's
yeah,
really good stuff, and I always notice the difference. And you probably seen people having what
yeah,
happens afterwards. Obviously it's better they go they go better to the toilet after your treatment, but it will probably have people with better skin, don't you? Because the toxins is
yeah,
always
yeah,
for a long time in
yeah.
uh, in
Oh, yeah, it affects your skin if you're not going to the
yeah,
toilet properly. You know, your body's trying to eliminate
yeah,
toxins
mm,
in any way it can,
mm,
and if it's not coming out that end,
yeah,
it's coming out in your skin, your
mm,
breath, you
yeah.
know, everything like that. And what was I going to say? Forgot what I was going to say then.
I mean, people can have a
But
cancer
yeah,
as well.
trying to say to people, go, you know, go. I always say to my clients, you know, you go to the dentist and you go and get your teeth scaled and polished because you get plaque build up, you know, and you get plaque
Yeah,
build up in your teeth. Yet you clean your teeth every day, twice a day. You know, why are you getting plaque? Because you are. And it's the same with our guts. You know, even the people that are going to the toilet every day, you will still get that residue, that build up, that hardened sort of plaquey stuff in your gut.
yeah,
And with the colonics, it soaks everything in the gut and it then pushes it through. It's like soaking a dirty dish that's got rusted in the
yeah,
oven and it's
yeah,
got hardened and hardened, then you soak it in water and then everything slowly starts moving away. And that's why it's not about just having a one-off colonic, it's about a regular maintenance. You know, we need to incorporate these treatments into our lives. You know, it's not all about getting our hair done and our nails and our, you
mm,
know, our external appearance. It's looking at things from within. And there's so much now, isn't there, about gut bacteria and how important our gut microbiome is. Yeah, so that's good. You know, that's all
oh, very
coming
good,
out, isn't it?
very good. What if I can ask you, what would you recommend to do before the treatment and after the treatment for the
So
client?
before the treatment, I send out, I've got like a PDF file and I send it to people that when they've booked an appointment, and it's all the things the main thing is to hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. You know, if you come for a colonic, if you're really dehydrated, then half the treatment is just hydrating you. You know, you want to come to the colonic hydrated, and then we can really get to work on getting rid of stool that's in your bowel. Otherwise, you know, you just you half the, as I say, half the treatment's hydration. So hydration, don't eat, don't have fizzy drinks, try to eliminate toxins, the caffeine, the processed food. Just eat as clean as you can for, you know, before the treatment. So if you can do that for at least 7 days,
Oh, wow.
the treatment's so much better. But I send people you know, good detailed points about what to do. And it's just to, you know, you're spending the money, you want to do the preparation.
Yeah.
You know, if you paint your house, you don't just dive into your house and start slapping paint all over the walls. You know, the most important part of painting, the bit that none of us want to do, is all the sanding down and the boring bits. That's the same with the colonic. You know, you do the preparation, you eat clean, you hydrate, and then the treatment's easier. You know, it can be quite, you know, it might cramp more if you're dehydrated, and people don't drink enough water. And it's not just how much water, it's how we drink our water. You know, if you drink, if you gulp, you know, you haven't drunk all day and you think, oh God, I haven't drunk, so I'm just going to knock a whole pint back in one go, it's just going to go straight through you. It's like a house plant. You know, you've got your house plant, you've forgotten to give it water for a few days, the soil's bone dry. So what do? We pour a great big cup of water over the soil, it goes straight through the pot and out the bottom. And that's what happens with us. You know, you've got to drink, sip, so it soaks and it drenches our cells and hydrates us. Otherwise it's just straight through the bottom and out the other side. And yes, your urine's clear, but it's only clear because it's gone straight through you and it hasn't done anything. So, you know, it's really important how we drink, not just how much we drink and what we drink. You know, I know tea and coffee, it is liquid, but coffee's dehydrates you, doesn't it?
That's right.
It definitely dehydrates you.
Right.
Alcohol, you know, if people drink a lot of alcohol, if they eat a lot of salty foods, as opposed to people that eat a good plant-based diet with lots of water in the food, that's going to hydrate you more than somebody who eats pizza and chips every night and a can of Coke, a bottle of wine.
Oh yeah, big difference.
You know,
it's
it's important stuff, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah. Very good. Well, all the good information. Very good. Last question is how to how do we find you? I mean, of course, I can find all you, but
Okay.
you know, when I'm sharing this video, so how people can find you? Where they find
Okay,
you?
so my whole website, I've got a website and it's called westsussexcolonics.co.uk, and I've got all the information on the website. It's all about colonics. It's got a full questions and answers. You can book online. It's got different packages that I've put together from experience, what I suggest. You know, why would you want one colonic? Why would you probably need more? Why would you need more? You know, I've got clients that come to see me every month as a sort of maintenance package to stop the old symptoms returning. So that just gives you a few ideas. But yeah, you can call me, you can message me. You know, I usually get back to you pretty quickly. And you know, I work all sorts of hours. I work from home now. I've got a lovely clinic off my house which has got a separate entrance, a lovely ensuite bathroom. So you know, you can find all your details, and if you rather just book online, you can do that as well.
Perfect. Perfect. Do you still work in Chichester?
Call me. You know, I just want people to call me. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of colonics. You know, everybody that comes to see me, and I've seen hundreds and hundreds of people, everybody that comes to see me says that I'm good at putting them at their ease. They're nervous, and as soon as we start and I can explain the whole procedure, they're fine, and they always leave, and they always say, oh, that wasn't half as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I'm like, why did you wait 5 years? Why did you wait 5 years? Don't suffer in silence any longer. Come and have a colonic. It will change so many things.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Also, do you cover a Chichester area or the Stanley?
Yeah, well, I'm in Bognor Regis now, but I get people probably coming from, you know, probably a good hour away people come, but you know, there's yeah, there's parking here, it's easy to park, you don't have to worry about parking, and I can do early mornings, I can do evenings, I can do weekends, so you know, I can really fit around people that are working or that have got children or stuff, so you know, that's good.
Very good, very good. So perfect. So thank you so much for
Thank you.
your lovely introduction, and I hope people will be not afraid to give it a go, because this is
Yeah,
really, it's really,
yeah.
it's been here for centuries, so it works. It certainly works.
Yeah, exactly. It's nothing new. And, you know, for those people saying, is it dangerous? People say it is the water that goes in the bowel goes in like a tiny drip. It's such a slow pressure. It's sort of zero 0.5 litres per minute. It is really trickling in your bowel. So it's not a fast jet wash or anything like that. It is slow water flow, so it is literally cleansing your bowel, cleaning out the toxins and getting rid of bad bacteria, which causes a lot of you know, candida. A lot of things are stored in the gut. It's getting rid of toxicity, you know, and I've been doing lots of colonics during the lockdown. I've been doing coffee enemas, which is, you know, fantastic for releasing toxicity faster through the bowel. So yeah, you know, it's a really safe procedure. All my equipment's disposable, so it's all fresh equipment on every client, you know. And I've got a lovely machine, and you can see everything that comes out. If you want to see it or not want to see it, it's fine.
I think it's a
It's
good
up
thing to
to you.
see, because I like to
Yeah, but some
how it's
people
real.
like it, some people don't. I know.
Good to see what is coming out, and it makes you feel
Yeah,
much better when you actually it's coming
yeah,
out. So it's
yeah.
actually
And
therapeutic.
people are surprised. People are surprised. It is therapeutic.
Yeah,
People are, you know, people can't believe, but your bowel is 1.5 meters
yeah,
long,
yeah,
and it can hold a lot of
yeah,
stool. And even after 11 years, it amazes me sometimes how much stool comes out of people. And
yeah,
they're walking around with that, and then people
yeah,
phone me and say, oh my God, I lost 3 pounds. You know, yeah, you will, because you've got a lot of stuff sitting in there,
yeah.
and if you can get it out, why wouldn't you? Why
Definitely,
wouldn't you?
definitely. So
Yeah,
I do hope, after this, that this video has inspired people to do it, and it would be
thank
really good to do
you.
it, because, as I said, my own personal experience, I can totally highly recommend it, certainly. So very good. So thank you so much,
Great.
Morak, and
Excellent.
I shall see you soon
Thank
anyway. So
you.
for my
Good.
yearly
Good. As
mentoring.
soon as
But
it's over, you can come and see me.
yes, looking forward to it.
Again.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank
Have a good day. Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.